So today I want to talk to you about getting started with systems, processes and standard operating procedures. So if you are a business owner, entrepreneur, or you just want to get better organised and structure in your life, keep on watching, keep on listening. This will be a useful one for you. Welcome back to consecutive day 1747 of a diary of a Runpreneur. And today's topic, I'm talking about getting started with systems, processes, standard operating procedures for those entrepreneurs, business owners, or just people who want to get a bit more structure and organisation in their day-to-day lives. But before we get into the topic at hand, please don't forget this is part of a fundraiser of saving the lives of children by attempting the ultimate ultramarathon of run vlogging on consecutive days, the distance of a lap of the world, barefoot style, and more people we get in front of, more money we raise, more children's lives we save, which is why I do it every single day. So back to the topic at hand, getting started with systems and processes, SOPs or standard operating procedures. And why is it important? Well, the reason this is an apt topic today is because most entrepreneurs, business owners, or people who lack structure or organisation within their lives, it's usually down to the fact that they have a lack of systems and processes, or robust systems and processes to kind of be the foundations of their life or business. And the reason that they usually have a lack of is because A, they don't understand how to create systems and processes effectively, and B, they're probably not interested in the detail of systems and processes. And I can understand that because, you know, I'm an entrepreneur, business owner myself, although I'm slightly introverted and more kind of analytical focused than perhaps your typical entrepreneur, which is why I don't find it so alien or demotivating to kind of get into this sphere. But the reason I don't mind doing it so much is because of a simple metric: return on time. So let's just put it in perspective. Most business owners, entrepreneurs out there, well, some statistics that support this: 40% of business owners and entrepreneurs work over 60 hours a week. 60% of business owners and entrepreneurs work over 50 hours a week. So the majority of business owners and entrepreneurs work more than what's typical in a full-time employed job, which isn't really sustainable. Eventually doing that, something's going to give in your life to keep up with those hours. And the main reason why these business owners and entrepreneurs are doing this is because they're too caught up in the day-to-day running of their business, or are doing it too many things themselves, too many repetitive tasks, administrative tasks. They're doing too many of them themselves. They're working in the business rather than on the business. And when you think about it, if you're doing a task that takes an hour a week, you know, and you manage to put systems and processes in place so somebody else does that instead of you, that's 52 hours a year you've just saved with one task being delegated. I mean, the return on time is huge. And that's the metric, if you start understanding it, a few hours of work on setting up a system or process and then passing it over, you get that return back exponentially. And that's a really, really important concept to this. So, and getting started with systems and processes, now you understand why you should do it, doesn't have to be as complicated as you think. There's so many pieces of software and screen recording software, operation manual creation software, transcription based software. There's all types of different pieces of software when you're trying to set up standard operating procedures as people become more aware of the importance. But still, they don't do them. So the easiest way to get started is simply create a numbered list of the steps that needs to be happened. Pen and paper, or on a digital device of some kind, or a simple note or a Word doc, or even a WhatsApp message if need to be, and just list the steps in that process. And that's your starting point. Okay, there'll be more than enough time to start kind of building kind of systems and processes, libraries, and having specific software to create wonderfully glossy, beautifully presented operations manuals, video, tuition and checklists. But it all starts from a simple linear step-by-step process, and all it takes is a little bit of time just to think, what am I doing? Some people prefer to do it over video. That is absolutely fine. Just record yourself doing the task or process via video. That's just as good. But a lot of people procrastinate over the use of such technology. So for those people, the truly most simplistic way to get started is just to create a simple numbered list of steps that you follow for this system or process, and then pass it over. And the rule of thumb is somebody can do the job 70% as well as you delegate it. Because over the course of time, with them doing that recurring task over and over again, they're going to get better and better and better, and it's going to require less and less of your time, and the output's going to be so much better. So the learnings from my diary today are simple. If you do not have systems and processes in your life, or structured systems and processes that are actually performing, then you're going to be far busier than people who do have them. And quite often people procrastinate about setting up systems and processes, standard operating procedures, video guidance, operational manual checklists, all these types of things. But just get started, because the impact on return on time is exponential. 100-fold you'll get it back in terms of, a little bit of time just literally thinking about the step-by-step guidelines for doing a task, a repetitive or recurring task in your business. Put them in a numbered list, pass them over. Simple as that. That's how you get started. You can do it by video if you prefer, but a lot of people will find friction with recording videos. So simply a numbered list is a great way to get started, and you can evolve and develop your systems and processes from there. But if you just have a numbered list for each system and process within your business, you'll be so much further ahead of the vast majority of businesses out there. So hopefully that helps. Just get started. It's really easier. Just think of it in a very linear format. There'll be more than enough time to develop your skills and expertise in creating more comprehensive systems and processes with more comprehensive kind of systems of managing your systems and processes and software that you use, etc. in the future. But just get started and then focus on getting perfect later. So anyway, that's it from me. Questions or comments, drop me a line. I'll respond to everyone. Do remember though, if you believe in my mission of saving the lives of children by attempting the ultimate ultra marathon of run vlogging on consecutive days, distance of lap the world, barefoot style, do give this a subscribe, share, like and comment, as the more people we get in front of, the more money we raise, the more children's lives we save, which is why I do this every single day. Thank you as always, stay positive, stay happy, and I'll see you again tomorrow.